Alright everybody, welcome back to another Let's Play Transport Fever. I'm Morius17 and there goes an oil train. It is 1885, we have updated yet again. Remember the oil well, remember how everything was going? Well, it was time to start moving oil in bunches. And fuel. So I'll show you what we did. Here's the route we were originally running with the trucks, and then we were running a route over there to El Paso and running a route over here to Winston-Salem. Well, we've added, as you can see. So let's go through this. Here we have the train station, which we snuck right through here. Got my extra line ready to go out to go to Westminster. And as you can see here, right now, this fuel for El Paso, Winston-Salem is waiting. And that's going to be the train there on the right. All these trucks, there are a lot of them. Watch this. Look at all the trucks running back and forth, and they are delivering crude oil as fast as they can. This has gone up to 800 at one point, but as you can see right now, it has 203. Remember we were talking about in the other video where you have to keep this amount in here. Well, I've learned something new that I can share with you. Even with this amount in here, and we briefly touched on this before, if there's no place to ship it to on this platform, if the platform is full, in other words, if there's not enough frequency of the trains, it'll stop production, or at least drop production. So it's been up and down. We're making money on these trains now, and I'll show you the routes real quick. So you have the obviously the Birmingham bus. Let's go with the train route. So fuel to Birmingham, and I'll show you Birmingham. We double track that. It comes down here, and then it just splits off here, and I've got a depot here in the middle. This stop is for fuel to come down here to Winston-Salem. It is then run over here, and trucks carry it down to here, and it reaches, I want to say it reaches all but a couple of the industries. And I could put another truck stop in here, and I've thought about it, but at this point I think I'm good. Whoa, that really zoomed out. As you can see, we're sitting at 54%, so I think we're good. The line that comes down here, we doubled because we have another train, as you can see on our Winston-Salem, El Paso, Birmingham loop. So we now have, or not loop, but we have two trains, so two passenger trains going. So we have passing loops. The fuel train comes down, this big long 3-track thing here, and it comes right next to the passenger station, and it drops off here. And then we have the track coming out, so I can reserve the spot. Somebody builds there, another depot here. Here's the truck depot. They pick it up and they haul it over to here, which gets everybody now but these few, which, whatever. They just constantly build where you're not, don't they? Construction not possible. Yeah, that'll work. They just constantly build where you're not. They're like, oh, we're going to expand away from your truck stop. But, you know, hey, that's their problem. They should have built in here. So that's running down there, and then the opposite end of the route, you have the train. This is the double train, this one here. It picks up on the platform, it comes down here, drops it off, then picks up the platform, goes there and drops it off. It doesn't run full all the time, but it runs a pretty decent amount. Here you see it just dropped off several, but this station, or this truck stop, stays pretty full. The trucks don't run frequently enough to empty it by the time this train gets back, but it keeps it down, you know, a pretty decent amount, and they drop it off over here. And this doesn't quite get everybody, but it gets fairly close. For some reason, the catchment area on this is not very good. It doesn't get these guys. It doesn't get these guys. I really need to put in like another truck stop with a road going this way, and put maybe another truck stop in, and maybe, you know, if I put a road in here, it might even change his route. Let me see. His current route is to go that way. Let's just say, there we go. Doesn't change his route, does it? No. If I add a road here, does it change this route? No. But I could put in a second truck stop over here and run a little bit more fuel, which I think I'm going to do. So, get rid of this line here. We'll go to cargo, and let's run this guy out here. It still doesn't get those in there, does it? Still doesn't get those guys. Of course, if you start putting it in here, that's expensive, but then that gets everybody. That's the idea, man. You want it inside, but well, that gets expensive. What about if we put it up here? Of course, we can't afford to do it. It would get everybody. Well, I don't think I'll do it for right now then, so that's just going to have to be enough. And we get 51%. So, I mean, it's not like it's the worst, you know. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's still catching almost everything. But, you know, what are you going to know? So, we have the oil moving. It's moving well. You have to pardon my nose. The sinuses are kicking off today. And the trains, you know, the trucks are bringing that. The trains are running the fuel. So, you know, are we earning a profit? Well, fuel to Birmingham's doing pretty good. The fuel to El Paso and Winston-Salem's doing okay. Part of it is because it's not running. As you can see, there's only 6 fuel on the train coming south right now. Most of the fuel is going north right now, but it's doing okay. These guys, the key is also these guys are set to wait for full load, so they don't come up here and keep going back and forth. They come up, they sit, they wait, the fuel gets dropped off, then they all start going. But this one does okay. The Winston-Salem passenger line is rocking. 624. Like I said, there's 2 trains. There's one here and one going north. So I have 2 60-passenger trains. So that's only a couple of cars each. Again, I'm running the 50% increase mod. I think it helps gameplay. I think it just makes it a little bit better across the board. Now, especially with the fact that I play on the 4 times time compression mod as well. So, you know, you see the train going north. This guy's been full quite a few times. This time he's not going to be full at all. But this train going back north will. So then the Birmingham bus and all that stuff, they're all doing pretty good. And the truck line is doing decent. So we still have $4.5 million in the loan. I managed to pay off most of the loan. But right now what I'm trying to do is save up money and pay off as much of that loan as I can, because of the huge amount of interest that you're paying. So last year in 1884, you can see I still spent $412,000 in vehicle costs. $412,000 in 1882. Man, you have to pardon my nose. Get everything ready, and so it has cost us a fortune. Wow, that's a lot of fuel wanting to go north. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Let it start moving. So 1.56 million in running costs. You know, we're finally back up to making, or up, we're making, you know, millions. But as you can see, if you don't spend the money, we make about $1 million a year, and we're set as increase goes up to possibly make more than that per year. So we're looking pretty good right now. The mode is to sit back, watch these trains run, enjoy the view, and collect the money so that we can pay off our loans. And once we pay off our loans, then see only 14 going back. So I mean, sometimes it's killing it, sometimes it's not. Well, there's 100 and something waiting here, so it'll fill right up. And that's the thing. You see, this thing's still full, still 60. So I'm gonna have to put another truck on this line, or find somewhere else to deliver. I don't want to spend any money, but I'm gonna have to. So I'm gonna buy a road vehicle. And we'll tell it fuel. 1, 2, set line, fuel El Paso. You just about have to. You know, you have to keep up with demand, because I don't want to get into a position where it's not dropping off, because this is our most profitable line right now. So, turn around. Turn around. Thank you. No sense in going to the depot empty. Turn around. Thank you. And these guys are set when I'm full too, so there's 94 in there now. Man, I can't understand why I've got my sinuses today not doing well. So it's pretty cool. You get to watch the two trains coming and going, the trucks coming and going. You got the passengers going, and then you got the passenger line going. And of course, what I want to do is eventually next is move the passenger line to include Westminster and then go that way. I guess the smart thing actually would be, yeah, because we've already included Birmingham. We could just swing around and go to St. Paul. That's why I brought that track way down here. That's a short distance. We could hit St. Paul, go on the back side of St. Paul, and then come around to New Orleans, and then up to Westminster, and our loop would be complete. We could start sending trains in every direction. So you can see it's up, goes over 700, comes back down. It's working on it. It's working on it. And as long as we can make money, that's the key. And get these loans paid off so that we can do some more stuff. Definitely. And then, the other thing you got to remember too is we're still only 1885. When I play on like the other modes, off camera, just playing other stuff, and now look, see now there's 63 of them waiting. It's just so odd how sometimes there's a lot, sometimes there's not. But anyways, when I play the other stuff, it's 1890, 1900 before you ever really start cranking out profits. And then I'm swimming in money in 2 of my games, so it takes time. And the reason why I run the 4-time compression mod is because I want to enjoy these stages. In my other game where I'm running the regular time, this stage is gone before you know it. There's no sitting back and just being able to enjoy. You're always building and rushing to try and keep up, and then next thing you know, everything's gone and it's just done and over with. And I don't like that. So I'm really happy with this 4-time compression mod. So El Paso bus. Let's go to replacement mode. I don't want to replace anybody right now, but I get it. Where are you? Here we go. Let's go to replacement. Let's set a vehicle. Stagecoach. Okay, and yes. I should replace these 2 fairly quickly. There goes one of them. Here's running the old coaches, so this will be an improvement for that line. Some of these are still running old coaches. I should get the second one up here pretty soon. We're still sitting at, just spent 60,000, and we're getting close. We're gonna, by the end of the year, I think we'll be able to repay 500,000. We'll see. All right, and they're both repaired or replaced, I should say. So now I'll hit no, and I've still got a couple other buses that are going to be coming up soon. Some other buses, so we're going to have to be aware of that. That's coming. So you can see, we're running at 1.2. It's September. 1.7. So we've made 500,000 for the year. I just spent 50,000, and we're making it. And check out the passenger line. I don't want to just focus on that. We can ride the. Where's the passenger train? There you go. He's pulling in. There are how many people waiting here? 132. And of course, he can't even remotely keep up with only 60 at a time. And then in the center one, here in Winston-Salem, you currently have 66 waiting with a train coming south. It's the ends that get a little bit, mainly down there in Birmingham, where the waiting gets to be a little long, and that's because sometimes it takes a while. Even though this train's going to hit and he's going to come down, he'll catch quite a few of them up. There you go. He's picked up quite a few, and now he's headed south, full load. I'll tell you one of the other keys I found early game like this is to not focus in on the longer trains. They don't help you as much as you would think they would. Longer trains are better off down the road. These shorter, and this one here I think actually has, no, it's 3 cars. These shorter, faster trains work better early game. Your bigger trains and stuff seem to work a lot better later game. When you're still in 1800s, short 3-4 passenger trains at most, or 3 cars, I mean at most, really help you to move people and move them rapidly enough that you're going to make money and not wind up with huge expenditures. There's a lot of oil waiting here now. Birmingham Fuel sitting at 104 waiting, so it won't be much longer. He's going to need to upgrade. So he's got 66. Every time I think about upgrading him, though, I cringe, because then he'll show up and there'll only be like 10 or 20. It seems to be holding steady. 792 now. And the other thing too is when I send him, last time when he came down here to the depot, because the depot is a short little distance away, when I sent him to the depot and I paused, the production on this end dropped through the, I mean, just, it failed completely, and it had to relaunch the line again almost when I added cars to him. So I might have to do him on a station renewal, like do the 25%, wait till it gets a little bit bigger and then do it then, because I mean it dropped, it just went through the bottom, and look at that, it's climbing out 840, and he's trying, you know, he's not really keeping up, but he doesn't have any fuel waiting, so that's good. So everything he's producing, he's got spare to produce right now, and he's got a ton of fuel in store. Look at this, he's got 207, so, or crude oil, I mean. So I mean, it's working good so far. We are now December 22nd. We got 596. I'm going to repay part of this loan because I don't think anybody's going to make it to station. Doesn't look like before. No big drop off. No big drop off. No, nobody. We'll wait. 30th. All right, we're going to repay. Boom. And he's going to hit. Oh, he hit right at the end of the year there, which helped. Helped us to not be red at the beginning of the year. So that drops it down to $60,000 we paid this year for interest. As you see, adding the extra 2 trucks helped this, and now they're actually waiting for a full load. So I could probably sell one of these trucks. Let me send him. Let's see, what's the. We go to the line. Let's go fuel and look at vehicles, and then what is the oldest one? 41 obviously is not the oldest. 26 is going to be the oldest, right? Yep, 10 years. So vehicle number 26. You may go to the depot, sir. Because now we don't need quite that many. We seem to be doing just fine. So he just dropped off, and let's see, are we still going to have somebody waiting? Yep, he only dropped off a few that time. It's so weird how it does that, you know, it'll be 1 minute it's dropping off a ton, next minute it's dropping off just a couple. But that's alright. We'll send that one guy to the depot. And he doesn't cost me, yeah, he does cost me sitting in there, doesn't he? Wow. You wouldn't think you would. Alright, I'm going to sell you. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Alright, now you got 2 trains coming, here we go. We'll load them up. So he's full now, he'll drop off. And then the other train coming in. You still got quite a bit waiting there. 912, we could hit 1,000. And there we go, he's full. And he's headed out. They definitely need a little bit more of capacity in their cars, but I'm not going to mess around with that now. I'm not going to muck about with it, as some of your British guys would say. Because I don't want to interrupt the line. I don't want that production to drop. It falls like a rock, it seems like. Alright, boom, unloaded. Now let's see how many he picks up going north, since I got trucks now just lined up waiting for the fuel. Oh, he's going to pick up a lot going north. Yeah, oh yeah, a lot. I'd rather have these shorter trains right now, wait till, you know, I've got plenty of money. Look at that, 3 trains. 1, 2, 3. Wait until I'm a little bit better off in, you know, debt wise before I go trying to buy more cars. Because I'll tell you why, man, look how expensive these things are. It's ridiculous. 1 tank car is $400,000, $350,000. That's amazing. There you go, full load, headed north. Every time they're doing a full load, that's helping a lot. 990. Look there. You're almost going to need. I mean, it's producing so much fuel now. It's the fear I'm having now. They got 1,000. It's hitting it. The fear I'm having now is not hitting enough on, or not moving enough off this platform for him to be satisfied. But that's okay. If it drops a little bit, it'll be all right. I think all these trucks lined up. Look at this. Get rid of this. So there we go. Into action they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they still didn't quite empty it. So that's good though. I mean, they just about empty it before he leaves. So yeah, that's really good. He's over 1,000 now. There's so much fuel waiting here. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I would think with his frequency, I mean, because that's a pretty fast moving deal there. You would think he would be able to make a bigger dent in it than he is, but with only 60 at a time. We'll see how he catches up. Comes the other one. We'll get us a nice passing here, right here at the refiner or the crude well again, oil well. Move this over. Zoom, zoom. There you go. And already he's at 100 and 100. Him running 66, man, just one more car would help him quite a bit. Just one more. 125, wow. He's really cranking that stuff out now. And then they're keeping up with it enough. Anyways, Winston-Salem now is at 52%. El Paso at 16%. That's why they're demanding so much more. And Birmingham is 58%. Well, they're doing good. So they're supplying most of the city with that. Doing real good. They sort of keep up. They do a decent job. By the time he gets back, most of this is gone. I think of let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Yeah. A couple times I've added another train to it. Or another truck to it, I mean. Wow. So even stopping like he is, he's not keeping up. He needs another car for sure. Birmingham, not so much. I think Birmingham's okay. But the double line, look at this, 149, 150. He's only picking up 60 at a time now. And what's going to happen is this thing's going to tank. If I don't get another line or car on there. Let's see. He hit this and then he can run in there. I'm going to have to do it. Well, at least I can pay for it this time. Let's see. 800, 1.6 last year. 2.6. We made $1 million. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. We're really starting to see some good profit now. But I've got to move more of this fuel. So let's add 300 and right. How much were they? So that'll be 700,000. Wow. I don't want to have to take out another loan. I also don't want to have that thing not on the route. I want it to quickly get back out. I can't quite afford 2 more cars, even though that's what I need, but I'm also afraid of adding too much weight to this thing. So it's 10 minutes right now. Alright, let's do it. We'll at least add one more. So we're sitting at 10 minutes right now. We'll have this thing run really quick into this depot. Alright, drop down, make sure I can get this. Well, I guess it didn't really matter on this one. Not like he's grabbing things from here. Right, we'll send him to the depot, and then we'll pause so the line's not interrupted. Alright, go to the depot. See, that says that there's nobody on that line, though. That's what kills me. This whole time it says there's nobody on this line. Which the company doesn't like. I can tell you that now. Alright, we'll pause it. Pause. Alright, I think I'm going to add... I'm going to add 2. Have to. Fuel. 1, 2. That's going to give him 88. Wow, that's it. I wish it could hold more, but that's alright. Alright, let's set him back on the line. Yep, that's it. And away you go. Our new train coming out, a little bigger. That's not bad. 1886 when we got an 8-car train. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Look at the production though. See what happened? Every time. And then you'll have to wait for that to come back up now. It does it every time. Even when you pause and say, you know, hey, look, without a second train on there, this is what happens. And the platform's not full. So, actually, it might be full, huh? Might have been that we just filled up the platform. So now you're going to have the issue of the production drops to the roof, no fuel to deliver, you're going to lose money on the trains until it can rebound and come back up. So it's just such a vicious, they're so sensitive. I would like to see an adjustment to this to say, hey, you know, you got to give it a month before you say there's just nowhere else to put fuel or that the line was interrupted. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's so sensitive. Look at that. He's going to drop all the way down. You know how long it takes to get that back up? It takes forever. Which means this guy's going to stop. The fuel's going to, I mean, it's just, he's going to drop all the way down to 0. And now he's actually at line usage no. So, you know, it's so sensitive. Look, this has to be fixed. You're talking 2-3 years for this to rebound, for everything to rebound, and in the process, I'm going to lose my shirt. That stuff has to get fixed. I mean, it's just ridiculous. One interruption, and it's no. It shouldn't be no anyways. It should still be delivering to the Birmingham line. That wasn't interrupted, and there's room to put that on the platform. Instead, it hits no. Now this is going to, I mean, it becomes a nightmare. And now I just spent all that money instead of repaying back loan, and now I'm going to start losing money like crazy. That's what I'm talking about. It's so sensitive. There needs to be some sort of an adjustment there to get that going, or keep that where it can at least go. So yes, 48. We'll see how fast it rebounds, but my goodness. There we go. Passenger train and oil train. Or fuel train, oil. That's annoying. There's that dropping now. It's annoying. And now you have to sit and wait. It'll take a long time for that rebound. My Winston-Salem bus line's losing money. I must have some old cars. He's back up to 280. It's going to take him a while. He's still dropping. Hopefully he'll start going back up though. We'll see. And now Birmingham Fuel is going back with 18 on it. So this is going to start losing money. And then this guy's going to start running back and forth with hardly any on it. It's just a nightmare. Road vehicle 1, you said? Was over its limit? I don't see road vehicle 1 being over its limit. That is on the Birmingham bus line. Really? 14 years? I guess it is. Birmingham bus line. Okay. Set vehicle. This. Okay. And yes, we'll go ahead and let you guys upgrade as soon as you hit that mark, which he just did. Unbelievable. It's a vicious cycle. Vicious cycle. Back up to 320. He's dropping still. And then that's what's going to happen now is he's producing. At least he's still got a nice stockpile. He's producing. He'll drop. He'll have to catch back up. The good news is that the oil well will catch up quickly. It won't take them long to do. 15 years on a Birmingham bus. All right, come on, you two. Get to a station so you can get replaced. Vehicle 9, Vehicle 10. Here comes our, where we spend all of our money replacing vehicles. There's one. And you're on the Winston-Salem line. Some of these trucks are starting to hit their their limit too. Alright, so you're done. So, no. And let's look by age. Winston-Salem. Alright. Winston-Salem bus line. Yeah, you guys are all the old ones. Set vehicle. This. Okay. And yes. That's where it costs you all your money. But we're earning enough profit we can do that, so that's good. New vehicles. Killing me. As at 352, it's going to say try and ship more fuel. I'd ship more fuel if you'd make more fuel. And he's starting to rebound. We'll see. It'll take a little bit, but hopefully they'll get rebound. Alright, 2 of them are done. We're down to 137. We still have 3 more to go. Whew. And we out of money. Boom, boom, boom. 1 more to go. Yikes, and then I have to start replacing all these. Ouch. Okay. Nope. Done. We'll make these trucks run a little bit longer though, because that's still a very profitable line and I'm out of money. Alright, so it's rebounding. I'm going to run a couple of years. See if I can't pay off some of this debt, this massive debt. $4 million. I want to replace that. Excuse me. And we'll see what we can do and go from there. And I'm not going to build anything else right now. I'm just going to... I said it last time too, and then I built stuff off camera, so I apologize. But while I was sitting here and letting it run, I had money and I was paying stuff off, and I went, wow, I'm in zero debt. And then I borrowed money and built this line, and it cost me more than I figured, and it's like, okay. But we'll just let this run, earn some money. The only thing I might do is some vehicle replacement here in the line, but other than that, I think we're going to be good. We're sitting here at a red number. Not for long, though. And I will see you soon. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.